Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Steelers coming up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases.
One step from playing in the AFC title game. This divisional round contest is on. Brown with a return here. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, you're not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Man in motion, headed right. Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Now a give on the counter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
3rd and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Dolphins will have some work to do as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Big gain downfield. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins need only one to take the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get it down to a single point. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Has this at the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Putting the tight end in motion. They go play action on first. He can't connect with him. Incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Motioning the tight end now. To the air. 3rd and long. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll motion a tight end left. Play action on 1st down. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Setting up a throw. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Walker hauls it in.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Into the hands of Walker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll throw on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. He gets him 9 on the ground, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th down. So the Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit for a try here. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. He's dropping back to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the 1st half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
So no return on that punt. And it'll be Dolphins football. They've got 1st down from the 31. Slot man in motion left. Airing it out to start this drive. Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Option give here. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it at the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 2nd quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, You got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3.
Steelers 14.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers with 1st and 10. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has a man, it's Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. The Steelers set to punt it. Jones out there to return it. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. Back to throw on 1st and 10. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this 1st half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he'll go down at the 16-yard line after a decent gain. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. It's another rushing play. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Oh, he got free. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
We've reached halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it your way, let's hand it back over to Kate Scott. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same.
The kicking team out
after
there
the
for
break.
the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives it forward for a modest gain. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal. Another chance for him. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. Now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Running it now out of the gun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 45-yard line.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on first. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and netted some positive yards.
He gets 6 on that play, and he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
26-yard line.
Back to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal. Working inside the red zone. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be second and goal. He'll throw it. Gets himself free. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They've got first down from the 31. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Back-to-back carries here. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pass complete to Walker. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're
biased. But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They got the job done their last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Airing it out to start this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second and 3. Caught by his back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
This throw is cut. And he drives this forward to the 6. Buckle up. It's third and goal. He's going to throw this one. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to fourth and goal. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
On the return, here's Jones. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Drive starts out with a first and 10. They kick the running back in motion. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds a man right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Looking slant route, complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. Dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
They are throwing it again. Jones reels it in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hand off to the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Dolphins leading by 7. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to the well again. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They'll run here following the penalty. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Another carry for him. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. He was good on his 1st attempt and his 2nd from a little over 45 here. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Throwing now on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Play action on 1st down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Catch made over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Desperation time here on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Pittsburgh.